This is a great box. Holy crap. I'm cold, you're cold. It is cold as hell here in Michigan, but the heat never stops from my friends at Video Games Monthly. What's going on, everybody? I'm Jay. Glad you're here. Welcome to Square Pegs. And it is time for my monthly unboxing of my latest delivery from Video Games Monthly. All I gotta do is pop it out of this white bag, free it from its priority mail prison, and find out what's inside. So let's say we do that right now. And there it is, that beautiful brand new box from my friends at VGM. What is VGM, you might ask? What is Video Games Monthly? Video Games Monthly is a monthly subscription service where you, yes you, can get 3, 4, 5, 10, or 20 games sent directly to your front door. And that's not all, because they also do flash sales where if you follow them on social media, they'll notify you of something that's coming up and you can claim one of the opportunities to purchase something from their flash sales. It's been pretty fun. I've done a couple of them and I always get something at least interesting in the flash sales. Nothing earth-shaking or anything like that, but it's fun. It's a great big box of mystery stuff, and who doesn't love that? Now, Video Games Monthly offers this subscription service where you're able to get games all the way from Atari up to the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. And what do I get games for? I get games for the NES, the Famicom, the Super Nintendo, the N64, the Wii U, the GameCube, the Genesis, the Master System, the Game Gear, the Dreamcast. I think that's it. I might be missing something, but I don't believe I am. So what do you say? Let's figure out what's inside here. And how I do it is I look right down this camera, pop open the box. I don't take a look at it before I show it to you. I hold it up. You'll find out what it is before me. And that's because I'm not wearing my reading glasses. Yes, I know. I'm old. I can't see a goddamn thing. It's all right. Bubble wrap on the top. Everyone loves some good bubble wrap. And our first things first is, I'm someone's Sonic Valentine. Gotta go fast, Valentine. Bad advice, kids. Don't go fast. Take your time with love. Going too fast is a bad idea. I also got a little Sonic and Knuckles stamp sticker thing. That's pretty cool. All right. What else we got here? We have our card. And the social card says, if you share your experience with VGM online, you'll be entered into a chance to win a free 3-up box. That's right, 3 free games sent directly to your front door, just for sharing your experience with VGM. It also reminds you to update your list, because this isn't just a random swath of games they're going to send to you. I mean, it kind of is, but it's not games that you have already. If you are updating your collection, you are keeping them abreast of what you already have, they're not going to send you duplicates. Now, I will tell you, it is a human-run service, so there are opportunities for duplicates to be sent. But they also have one of the best customer service teams in the industry, in gaming, and they will take care of you if there's a mistake made. They'll send you out a free game, lickety-split, and take care of you. So, first things first, I do a blind feel. I feel what's in here. We got a Game Gear. We have a Genesis. We have another Genesis. We have possibly a Dreamcast. That's exciting. And then a GameCube. All right, so we're just going to go top down. I got to find out where the Game Gear one went. There it is. All right, so... All right, Game Gear, number 1. 3, 2, 1. Sonic? Oh, no! Ooh, okay. This is awesome. So, if you've been on the channel for a while, and if you haven't, I'm about to go off about a game on the Master System that I love, that I think is the best Master System game that people have not played, primarily because it didn't release here in the States. And that is The Lucky Dime Caper starring Donald Duck. And this is Deep Duck Trouble starring Donald Duck, which means it is in that same engine, that same franchise. I have wanted this for a long time. I'm very excited to have this. And even better, this is something that's unique to me because, well, not unique to me, but this is something about me. I love rental stickers. And this one has a Blockbuster Video rental sticker on the back. How amazing is that? All right, let's take a look right now at Deep Duck Trouble on the Game Gear. So I know I was in for a good box when the first game I pulled was Deep Duck Trouble on the Sega Game Gear. Now, if you've been on the channel for a while, you know how big of a fan I am of the Lucky Dime Caper on the Sega Master System, also on the Game Gear as well. Really good version of that. And this is one that I've wanted for a while. It's either the follow-up or the original of the Donald Duck games on the 8-bit Sega systems. Pretty sure it's a follow-up since it's a Game Gear exclusive, but it's one to me that is just kind of indicative of what Sega was able to do with that Disney license in the late 80s, in the early 90s, specifically with Donald, because there were some amazing Disney games being made by Capcom, of course. We all know those from the NES. They were fantastic. But the ones on the Genesis and the Master System that featured Donald, whether it was games like Deep Duck Trouble or the Lucky Dime Caper or the Illusion series with Mickey Mouse or Quackshot, were amazing. They are absolutely spectacular games, fantastic platformers. Some of the just biggest flex of the incredible programmers and developers behind this title is how incredible the animation systems are. how deep the color palette is and just how smoothly everything works. It's an absolutely wonderful game and something that I am so thrilled to own now and just ecstatic to have in my collection. Oh, my friends, that is a solid start to this first box from VGM. Very, very excited for that one. All right, Genesis game number 1. So this is a very Sega heavy box, and I am all about that. All right, Genesis number 1, 3, 2, 1. Oh, T2 the arcade game. Very cool. I actually used to own this a long time ago, and I don't have it anymore. So let's take a look now at Terminator 2, the arcade game. Yes, T2 the arcade game was the game I thought it was. It was the one I used to own. It's kind of like Revolution X, if you ever played that one in the arcades, where it's kind of an on-rail shooter where you're going back and forth, a little bit Russian Attack in that regard too, or Operation Wolf, not Russian Attack. And it's fun. It's fine. Like it's much better in arcades than it is on home console, but this isn't a terrible game. It's just limited by what it's able to do because it's only a 16-bit console and it's not as powerful as an arcade machine was. But even with that, the gameplay loop is solid and it's enjoyable. The different Terminators that come up that you're able to shoot are fine. The power-ups that you find are good. The ability to blow up the ships and stuff in the background is nice. It's a really solid on-rail shooter. It's something that deviates from games like Lethal Enforcers or things like that and leans into, like I said, like the Revolution X design. But that's not a bad thing. It does what it does very well, and it's fun to play. I'm glad to have it back. Now to track down T2 RoboCop again. That was a good game as well. All right, Genesis numero dos. Let's see if it's in the letter T, because that is something that I do catch VGM doing every once in a while, is they pick from the same letter when they're putting my box together. All right, so here we go. 3, 2, 1. F-15 Strike Eagle 2 from Microprose. They did not pick from the same box. If this is a flight sim, I'm not going to like it. I don't like flight sims, but we'll try it out right now. F-15 Strike Eagle Part 2. I will be completely honest with you, I didn't even try to play this game because I knew I wasn't going to enjoy it. This is F-15 Strike Eagle 2. It's a flight sim on a 16-bit console. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to be choppy. It's not going to be terribly fun. I played it for probably 30 seconds and just bamfed out. I don't care for it. I don't care for flight sims. I never have, unless they're Star Wars themed or like Crimson Skies, which is like the furthest thing from a flight sim. I don't even know why I'm including it here. They're just not games that are made for me. And the 16-bit ones in particular were really, really, really rough around the edges. I know some people love these games, and more power to you. I'm glad you do. They're just not games that connect for me. So this is one that will not stay in the collection for long and will end up heading down the old dusty trail. Jay of this current moment has never played that game, so I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I hate it. We'll find out together. Or we just found out together. All right, so what feels like a Dreamcast game. Now, this is in a jewel case, a standard CD jewel case, so I'm hoping this is Dreamcast. It might not be. It might be a Wii U game or a GameCube game in a replacement case, but we'll find out together. 3, 2, 1. No, that is a Dreamcast game. This is Atari Anniversary Edition. 12 of the best classic Atari games with all the fast action sights and sounds you remember. Very cool. Let's take a look at this. Atari Anniversary Edition. First off, always ecstatic to get something for the Dreamcast. One of my favorite consoles to collect for, and something that whenever I get something from VGM that is a Dreamcast game is just a huge treat because they're hard to come by. They're few and far between, and I get that. So to get something in the condition it's in, like Atari Anniversary Edition, was really exciting. And for me to boot it up, imagine my surprise when I see the Digital Eclipse information, the splash screen with their logo on it, and I'm presented with what is kind of the precursor to the Atari 50 collection on modern consoles. This is a spectacular disc. There's tons of interviews with Nolan Bushnell on here. There are unlockable stuff, well, not really unlockables, but things that give you information like box art and manuals and things like that, stuff that we kind of take for granted in these collections nowadays that wasn't commonplace back then. So this is really, really cool to see, and to see kind of the germination of what Digital Eclipse became and where they are now, which is one of my favorite kind of curators of classic gaming. Like they're doing the new Rayman collection, which I'm stoked for.
And they've done so many other classic ones as well. But let's talk about the games that are on here real quick. You've got Asteroids, Asteroids Deluxe, Battlezone, Centipede, Crystal Castles, which I'm really happy for, Gravatar, Millipede, Missile Command, Pong, Super Breakout, Tempest, and Warlords. Really, really awesome collection. Really excited to have this. Love how good a condition this is in. And just like I said, just tickled to get a Dreamcast game because, man, that's so cool to receive in the mail.
All right, as someone who is becoming a little bit more appreciative of Atari, I avoided Atari like the plague for a long time. But when they sent me the Pac-Man 2600 Plus for review, I've really made a concerted effort to try more Atari stuff. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I don't know if that's just kind of coming with age and me becoming more appreciative of what they brought to the industry, but it's something I'm really, really enjoying. And this game here has Asteroids, Asteroids Deluxe, Battlezone, Centipede, Crystal Castles, Gravatar, Millipede, Missile Command, Pong, Super Breakout, Tempest, and Warlords. So pretty cool there. Nice Atari collection. Like, obviously, it pales in comparison to stuff like Atari 50, but for something on the Dreamcast, that's pretty cool. Now, we do need to see if it's complete in box and the quality of the disc. So it does look to be complete. We do have the instruction manual here. Instruction manual's in good shape. And let's take a look at the disc now. Make sure that is okay. And I'll be damned, that is in beautiful condition. Oh, you guys are catching a preview of a video coming next week in the reflection. So, Eagle Eyes viewers, you know what's coming up. All right, last game on the list now. This is for the GameCube. It is in an original case. It's got the notch on the bottom for the security tag at, I think, at video stores. I think Hollywood Video used it. But let's take a look. GameCube, 3, 2, 1. True Crime Streets of LA. This is a great box. Holy crap. All right, this is the Player's Choice release of True Crime Streets of LA. It is complete in box, including how to unlock Snoop Dogg. We have a full manual. We have the GameCube instruction manual. And let's see how the disc looks. I bet it's immaculate. Absolutely fantastic condition. Let's take a look now at True Crime Streets of LA.
Yeah. Classics. Time to hit the road.
And off to the GameCube, and we have True Crime Streets of LA, the Player's Choice Edition. So I had never actually played this, and I didn't really know what to expect. And am I wrong in thinking this feels a little bit Saints Row-ish? Like it's GTA with a somehow more sophomoric sense of humor. Like it's not as realistic as GTA is, and like I'm not a big fan of the Grand Theft Auto games. I want to get that out there right now, but I like the concept of an open world like that. So to play something like this is pretty cool, and it controls incredibly well on the GameCube. Now, there's some stuff that I wasn't quite used to with the mechanics, kind of going into it blind right at the start, where the shooting and the aiming kind of threw me off a little bit. But once you get a hold of it, it's fine. It's fun. The voice acting in the game is solid, if a little bit hackneyed at times, and the gameplay itself seems to be really good. The combat is a little bit stilted. Like, it's definitely a product of its time, but I really have no complaints on this one. And to get something complete in box, disc is in great shape, and it just looks fantastic. I'm really, really excited to add this to my shelf and to my GameCube collection.
I am legitimately blown away. I am legitimately blown away by this box. This is probably the best box that they've sent me in a few months. I'm very excited. Literally about 80% of the games in here, and I might even like F-15 Strike Eagle. So what happens now? I run over to price charting, I toss everything into my collection, I look at the database, I find out what their value is, and I figure out if I am ahead, behind, or right on the money for what I pay every month. So after these messages, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and as the total stands right now, I'm actually a little bit light compared to what I actually pay for the box, but I'm not upset by it because the gameplay value is absolutely here. Deep Duck Trouble is a huge get for me, even though it's not a terribly expensive game. I'm very excited to have it. Super stoked to have True Crime Streets of LA on the GameCube. Love having that. Looking forward to playing as Snoop Dogg. I think that's crazy, but awesome. And honestly, the other three games as well, Atari Anniversary, T2 the arcade game, and even F-15 Strike Eagle, I'm at least excited to try out. So that's a big, win. Let me know in the comments down below what the best game was I received this month. And I'll tell you right now, if you don't pick Deep Duck Trouble, I'm going to be disagreeing with you because that is the, like, legitimately the thing I am most excited about. I'm really, really stoked to play that. If you're new here, I do these videos every month, usually the first week of the month. So if you enjoyed it, please click that thumbs up button and subscribe if you want to stick around. We're on our way to 10,000 subs. I'd love to have you here for that. Until next time, folks, I've been Jay. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, remember to play more games, stay square, and take care. I'll talk to you soon.